So we are 3 days into the most insane meltdown the left has ever performed, which started with Vladimir Putin's live stream and subsequent invasion of the Ukraine, and then repeatedly basically calling Joe Biden a huge pussy over and over again, and then Joe Biden admitting he was indeed the biggest of all the pussies, as he wasn't going to do shit about anything despite pretending he was a tough guy for years. So this has led to severe conflict in retardo land, where leftists live, because they've been programmed to believe Russia causes everything bad that happens in their lives. That time when that Starbucks employee misgendered you when you were ordering that skinny latte with pumpkin spice, that was Putin and his bots, baby. So because of the Russia programming, they have to go against their anti-war stance and demand America starts exploding children for freedom. I mean, this is actually no problem for your average leftist, as their entire personality is fed to them by cable news. But everyone who can think for themselves can see it, and it's kind of funny. And Putin also cited that Ukraine has a Nazi problem as a reason for invasion, which I thought was him just bullshitting to laugh at Westerners calling everyone they don't like a Nazi. But according to Google, Ukraine legit does have a Nazi problem, to the point where their last president set up a museum saying how cool Nazis were. And I didn't just get that from some weird propaganda site, it was a question tabled in the European Parliament. So the left are actually on the side of literal Nazis. Oops. When you're so woke, you accidentally become a Nazi sympathizer. And then the left are also baffled that people on the supposed right either think, meh, I don't care, Putin is funny though, or show some sort of lukewarm support for Putin so loving his country, and shockingly don't want to support a senile pedophile like Joe Biden sending young Americans to their death in a conflict that doesn't have anything to do with them in an attempt to boost his flag in poll numbers. Apparently everyone on the right is all traitors and don't stand for America. Or you don't understand why people aren't flocking to your side to support you, huh, liberals? I guess you forgot the 4 years of reading whenever Trump said a word. I guess you forgot how everyone you disagree with should have their bank accounts cancelled. And most ironically, I guess you forgot everyone you disagreed with is a Nazi. That might be why everyone hates you, because you hate them. Oh, and the fact a sizable portion of the lefts do appear to be child molesters. That could factor into it somewhat. Aside from the left's programming being completely about turned into being warmongers and huge patriots in the space of the day, that has just been so insane to watch. Their values have completely changed on the course of a dime to the exact opposite to what they were preaching before Monday. We have some extra level cope, specifically from the King NPC, Trump reply guy Stephen King, where he says, Mr. Putin has made a serious miscalculation. He forgot he's no longer dealing with Trump. Well, I think he's perfectly aware of that, Stephen. That's why he's doing exactly as he wants, because Biden is too much of a bitch to stand up to him, like Trump did. The level of cope is just insane. Putin didn't do a thing while Trump was in office because he knew he wouldn't let him. I don't see how even the ultimate Trump derangement sufferer like Stephen King can tweet like this, thinking it's an own. But that's not all. I guess you've been seeing the cost of inflation all over wherever you look for many months now. It's like printing money for fun and spending taxpayers' money like an insane person completely fucks everything up, huh? Who would have thunk it? But that's not the real reason, you gullible little NPCs. The real cause for inflation is the Ukraine conflict. CBS News is the first government propagandist channel to start blaming Ukraine for increased gas prices, inflation, and supply chain issues. So everything, basically. All the problems America has faced for months is solely down to something that started 3 days ago. You were imagining everything up till 3 days ago. There were no problems. Everything was fucking fine. There was no inflation. Gas prices were the lowest they've ever been, and food was plentiful. Then on Monday, that nasty Putin and Russia caused literally everything. You're the idiot, and you will believe the box in the corner of the room. Believe and obey, NPC. That's the real reason why Joe Biden has been desperate for a war. Any war. To have a scapegoat you can blame him being a total failure on. And the left will believe it, because they are the dumbest people in society. I'm hyped to see how General Milley's super diverse trans army will do against Russia, though, at least. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to like and share, subscribe, see more content like this. Thanks, bye.